My ex was a great guy. Like, even after we broke up, still sending me flowers to my apartment. You know, like, just a great guy, but for somebody else. The way that he treated me within this relationship was so good. He's raised my standard. And
guys, how many times do we see women passing up on good men? At least here she was honest and said he was a good man.
Black women, y'all better start going for some of these works in progress instead of waiting for us to finish the job because you losing to the snow bunny when you tell us to wait until we got the bag.
You guys see how he's stuttering right there? You see how he's stuttering, kind of a little bit, just kind of jittery. That's coffee. Joseph, welcome to the Coffee Pod. I'm Miss Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Snow bunnies. Yep. We're about to get into it. You know they don't like the coffee. So if you want to show some support, and if you're not following me on Facebook, it won't cost you anything. This is what you can do for me. Hit that link pinned to the top of the comment section. Head over and follow me on Facebook if you're on Facebook so that we can successfully diversify our platforms. We're on Rumble, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube. But Facebook, we really want to build up. So please hit that pinned comment. All right, let's get into it. So someone sent me this video, which to some will be triggering. To others, they will strongly agree. Me, I'm just a barista serving coffee. Let's have the conversation in the comment section down below. Dr. Umar had some good things to say about snow bunnies. I know you're like, what? Yes, Dr. Umar had some good things to say about snow bunnies. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Advantages the snow bunnies have on our women is snow bunnies on a dusty brother and see his skill, his talent, you feel me?
Yeah.
Invest in him in college. And by the time he become a multimillionaire at 35, she been with him the whole walk. You see that? A lot of sisters are not going to do that. They're not going to find a dusty brother in his senior year or dusty brother in the community. But you see, he got this business idea. She like, nah, come back and see me when it's up and running. I don't think this ever going to happen. So Snow Bunny invested in him. You feel me? 10 years later, the same brother see you. You trying to holler. He got the white girl. And it came to you. You said you want a ready-made black man. You don't want a work in progress. And I'm telling black women, y'all better start going for some of these works in progress instead of waiting for us to finish the job because you losing to the snow bunny when you tell us to wait until we got the bag.
You guys see how he's stuttering right there? You see how he's stuttering, kind of a little bit, just kind of jittery. That's coffee. Let's keep listening.
women, don't get mad at me for saying this. When they're placed in some of these environments, the agenda is just it sticks out like a sore thumb. So because you may be so money hungry and things of that nature, the player might not even have time to really get to know you, see what your personality.
But a lot of
like.
white women just as money hungry.
But I think they have strategy. I definitely feel like, unfortunately, white women move with strategy. Black women have an agenda that's just very apparent.
Normally, I don't advocate for brothers to go after snow bunnies, but I am for men finding better options for themselves. Passport bros.
All right, so that's that. Listen, I'm just a barista serving coffee here, guys. No need to be mad at me. Be mad at Dr. Umar, who said it. One thing that I really don't like about the way the video was presented, by the way, shout out, and I appreciate whoever sent me this. One thing I don't like about the way the video was presented is it gave these really extreme examples of success, you know, like typical stuff, ball players, athletes, movie stars. That's not most people. That's not what most people in regular life are dealing with. I just think that this can be true for any man who's in the process of building. By the way, what I'm not talking about is a man who wants to be taken care of. Drizzle. That's not what I'm talking about, guys. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a man who is currently building, very serious, not a man who's talking about it. And no. You see that every day he's putting in the work to become a better person. He has plans. He has a layout, a 5-year plan, and he's working towards that and progressing in life. Not some millionaire or billionaire. People have to stop and be more realistic here. Just somebody who has a plan to be stable and find success in life. Success, which, by the way, is just a dream until that dream is in your bank account. Until now, they're looking at you and going, well, you know what? You can raise my 2 kids and sponsor us. Now I'm finally ready for you because you finally reached your goals. But by then, most times it's too late. This video also reminded me, I couldn't help but think of that one chick who broke up with her man because, in her words, he surpassed her standards so much that she said, you know what, I deserve more, and she raised her standards even higher. As in, she found a good man who she claimed was actually good, but thought to herself, let me not build with this man, emotionally support him, do whatever he asks me to do on the way to greatness, but I deserve better than him. Do you guys remember this chick? Let's get it.
Hey you guys, so I recently broke up with my boyfriend, and I didn't think that I was going to share this experience or this story just because it's not that big of a deal and it's kind of private too, but I decided to share it because I felt like the girls really needed to hear about this. So there are 2 major points I'm going to make, and I'm going to try to keep this very short. So number
Good.
1, the way that God has carried me throughout this breakup is really nothing short of amazing and unbelievable. Usually after a breakup, I'm a mess. Like, I've been known to cry in the club over a breakup. Like, I'm telling you, days, weeks, and the fact that that has not been my experience this time is only because of God. And I've been really trying to get back to my relationship with him.
I personally say that's a good thing, right? I encourage anybody who's curious about God. That is a good thing. In my opinion, you disagree, that's okay. Let's keep listening.
First and foremost, so that he is leading my relationships from now on. Number 2 is, I feel like a lot of times when we all see these breakup stories, especially coming from the woman's perspective, it's always like this horror story, like, the stuff that she's been through and what he put her through and all the stuff that she put up with. And we all look at her like, girl, why was you in that relationship? Like, why did you stay? But when I tell you guys that that's not my experience at all, like, it just wasn't. My ex was a great guy. Like, even after we broke up, still sending me flowers to my apartment, like, just a great guy, but for somebody else. And we didn't break up because of anything that he did to me, anything that I found out or anything that I did to him. We literally broke up because just of small things that led me to understand that this was not my husband. And so I needed to make room for my husband by exiting that relationship. But I'm telling you, the way that he treated me within this relationship was so good. He's raised my standard. And
Guys, how many times do we see women passing up on good men? At least here she was honest and said he was a good man, still sending her flowers. I'm not saying he should have ended it horribly. I'm just saying that line still makes me laugh, bro. That line still kills me. Her saying that he was a good man, there was nothing wrong. He just showed me that I deserve even better. Because if you can do that, what else are other men willing to do? Man. I also released another video that was titled, He Found a Unicorn. Now, in contrast, this was a woman who took care of most of the majority of the bills, as this man was in medical school, and now she's finally not working at all, and the roles have reversed, and he's taking care of her. How many modern women today would be willing to do exactly this? Check it out.
How long have you been together?
Well,
10-year anniversary.
10 years married.
Been married 10 years.
Between the 2 of you, who would you say has invested more financially in the relationship?
Ooh, financially into the relationship. Me.
Well,
Starting out.
So when I was a student, a medical student in like medical school, she was working as a nurse. So she like supported us through when I was making no money. So before it was her, and now it's me as we've grown older. So
Now, what is it that he was able to bring, if not money, when you were making more?
Well, I think love isn't about money. It shouldn't be judged on that. But I mean, he's an amazing person inside and out, like just a beautiful person. So I fell in love with him for him and not for his money. We went through, college together, then medical school together, then residency together, then fellowship together. Now finally he has a job 15 years later. But so now I'm taking a backseat and I'm going to hang out now for a little bit.
Wow. Okay, so that was that. So the question is, are there black women who do invest in their men? Yes, they do. They're out here, they're happily married, regardless of what people in the comment section will always say, no such thing as a good woman in general. Every marriage is horrible. That's not true. But if we take a general consensus of the mindset of modern women and how they feel about being there for a man who's not completely built up to the man he's supposed to be, a lot of them pass up on these guys, and then later on their incline, when they're rising up to greatness, then finally want to give these men a chance, when the truth is they don't qualify for those men any longer. They don't. Now, I would read some comments for you guys from the video with Dr. Umar, but I don't have any comments for that one. Didn't have too many comments. Let me go see. It was kind of a new video, so maybe it might have some comments. Now let's go check. I'm gonna go see. Yeah, we got a couple comments here. All right, let me read a couple of comments. So the first comment here says, I ain't gonna lie, Dr. Umar did make a good point. Somebody else here added, I went to a D1 school and work in sports. You know, the bunnies operate with black male athletes. Here's another comment that says, laughing emojis, they just mad. Here's another comment that says, of course they date with strategy. Here's somebody else who says, ninja, well, oh well. And another comment here that says, laugh aloud, it's a common thing amongst a lot of ball players. That's modern day women for you. In general, though, they don't want to help you build. What do you guys think? Do you agree or do you disagree with what Dr. Umar said? Dr. Umar is an interesting character. You guys know where I stand with the whole interracial dating topic. I think you should date wherever you're wanted. If that's in your race, great. If that's outside of your race, great. Because life's too short, especially today. If you find somebody who makes you feel like you're fulfilled in your dating, relationship, life, then that's what's up. It's difficult to find. Anyways, guys, as always, I'm curious to know what you think. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you. Till next time. I'm out. Peace.